following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our review of Xtreme Pro Wrestling's Night of fucking Revenge.
You know why I should do the intros? Because I actually know the name of the show, you stupid fucking idiot. XPW Night of Reckoning, not Night of Revenge. Thank you for joining us for our review, Jooseyboy, you absolute fucking dolt.
Yeah, man, but fuck, what a show that it was, man. Some crazy fucking shit.
Night
Dude,
of Revenge.
I don't know if there was a pre-show or if you watched it or not.
No, there was no pre-show.
So we watched this event together on Fight fucking TV.
Yep.
And it opened up. It opened up, my friend. It opened up with Dirty Ronald McDonald.
That's it, bro. That's it.
And that's all that I need to say.
Yeah, that's it. We were fucking pumped from the outset, bro. Live from the Derby Room in Pomona, California, August 13th, 2022. We get Dirty fucking Ron McDonald, a controversial figure right now in pro wrestling with what's been going on with him and Brett Lauderdale. But you know what? You can't cancel this guy because he's in XPW, so he has a platform in which to perform. We are fucking pumped about that because we are big fans of this guy. Speaking of being a big fan, I'm a fan of the guy he took on in the first contest on Night of Reckoning. My good friend, Brawlin motherfucking Bo Cooper, who had a high-pitched Will at ringside with him. Jooseyboy, I'm going to throw it to you first. What did you think of the opening contest for Night of Reckoning, baby?
I kept on popping for you know, the big guys strikes, which I felt like it was almost like whenever he would do a strike on Dirty Ron, it felt like he was afraid he would hurt him if he struck too hard. So his strikes didn't look that great. They looked kind of phony, but then every time he would do an actual move, he'd fucking lay it in. I found myself popping for that, but dude, you really need to work on your strikes. Other than that, well, whatever, cunt. You'll have your turn in a sec. Other than that, incredible way to begin this match. There were a number of amazing spots in this thing. I don't even want to necessarily spoil every single one. This is getting a Jooseyboy recommendation. Go out of your way to check this thing out. You will see an amazing performance from both guys. This thing started off hot, my friend. B+.
Yeah, it looks like the cunt in the shades has shown up here today. No, but you did give a sterling review of the match. I don't think Bo Cooper's punch is a problem at all. I don't know where you're getting that from. He's a big guy, you know. What do you want him to do?
He's a big bester.
Give him some big fucking wind-up Scott Hall punches, or you know what is it that you're asking for here, bro?
Hit him like the Rhino.
I love the hype package. This was E for effort on this show. Every match had a hype package, giving us a little bit of background that aired on the XPW TV episodes, which you can see for free, I believe, on Fight TV and possibly YouTube. But good stuff. Thank you very much, XPW. You're doing some great stuff here. Bo motherfucking Cooper, that big bastard, taking on Dirty Ron. What a great character Dirty Ron is, bro. Smoking a blunt on the way to the ring. We were already like, yep, this is our kind of pro wrestling right here, right now.
Man.
This is the product that I want. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for one that's actually targeted for actual adults, and I don't want my my intelligence insulted with what I see on a lot of other products going today. They're using actual tables in this, so I'm happy to see some actual tables being utilized. Bo Cooper twice went to hit Dirty Ron, and he hit High Pitched Will. That popped us, especially the second time, because it's like a second time. He
The
hit the
exact
guy
same
square in the fucking
mistake
face.
gets made. Like they choose to take the same course of action a second time, and it results the exact same the second time. It's actually a beautiful little subtle bit of storytelling there. Like they're just fucking imbeciles, basically. Like
I believe after the second time Will got punched, Dirty Ron grabbed him and headbutted him in the face. This high-pitched Will did not have a good day at the office today. Fucking thumbtacks, the choke slam from Bo Cooper. This is like, what a great way to start the show. And I remember you said, man, this is only the first match. So we knew that we're off to a hot start here and a great start for this show. Bo going off the fucking ladder through the table was fantastic. But what a great match. Great finish with Dirty Ron lighting his fucking elbow on fire and
That's
just
right.
laying both high-pitched Will and Bo Cooper out. After the match, bro, you went away. I think you went to go check on your lunch. Dirty Ron continues attacking high-pitched Will, put him in the corner, put a bowling pin right where his dick is, and bowled a bowling ball into his balls and dick. Fucking
Hilarious.
eat shit, high-pitched Will. I hate you. I hate you, but
I'm starting to hate him so much that he's over with me.
Yeah, I'm loving seeing him get his ass like handed to him.
Like I'm actually starting to kind of like go over to his team. Like,
and one thing I also popped me was that after that took place, like this is a man outside of the match being assaulted. He's being assaulted. They showed an instant replay of it. Fucking that got me good, bro.
Like even the actual promotion itself just enjoys seeing him get picked on.
Yeah, fucking tremendous.
All right, let's move on, my friend.
Let's move forward. I was impressed with they're going to adverts for American Cheeseburger. They're going to adverts for XPW merchandise. You know, we're not just sitting there looking at the ring as they're sweeping it up. But when they are done with these adverts, you do go to the room, go to the ring, and mate, what do you know? They've improved on the brooms. They actually have big, long, industrial strength brooms. None of those little fucking 1950s brooms.
Yeah.
Some real fucking brooms. So that really helped with the cleanup between matches. And they also shot to the commentators between matches, which is something that I was hoping for. So that's pretty cool. Next matchup, though, Matt Cross, Damian 666. They both used to be in the old XPW. Matt Cross was in a tag team called Euthanasia, and Damian 666 was a part of Mexico's Most Wanted. So a nice little trip down memory lane, whilst also bringing it to today. So that's pretty cool. I also popped for the fact that Chris Kloss mentioned Cyclope, because last show he kept on calling him Cyclope. So it's good to see that he's understood the error of his ways there. I'm loving the banter between him and Kat Martini. I think she's actually doing very good on commentary. And again, she keeps getting those reps with the professional that is Chris Kloss. She is going to be good, you know, a good addition to this commentary team. So Chris doesn't have to just sit there for 3-4 hours by himself. So I'm liking the duo. One thing, another compliment I've got to give Chris Kloss. Thank you for saying Tope Suicide Dive and not Suicida, like that fucking nerd in AEW. I already forgot his name. What's the commentator's name? Excalibur. Fuck you, bro. You're a nerd. Great back and forth here, bro. Great back and forth between these two. And the finish was fantastic. I really was happy to see Damian 666 get the win, because I kind of thought Matt Cross might be winning that one. But awesome stuff. And also Damian's theme popped us. So what did you think of this contest?
Well, look, I really enjoyed just seeing two legends of the independent and international pro wrestling scene come out here later on in their careers and just put on a great match by doing what they can do extremely well, and by not trying to do every little thing that they might have done in their younger days. I'm not saying that by any means Matt Cross especially is over the hill, I'm just saying that, you know, people get older, they slow down a little bit, but these guys were very good with kind of capitalizing on all the shit that they still could do really well, and maybe, you know, not necessarily worrying about trying to do all kinds of crazy fucking shit. I'm going to give the match a B minus. I thought it was really good. Good little Legends match. I like the fact that they actually pay a bit of respect to their past in the current XPW. They're not just trying to ignore it and move on like WWE would do.
Of course, yeah. I agree, bro. I love it that any chance Chris Kloss can bring up something about the history of XPW or somebody that was there, he always does. So I think it's important to pay respect to your history. Next matchup, bro, was one of the best comedy matches I think I think I'd ever seen, bro. Santana Jackson. I remember once I saw a little clip of him doing his moonwalk DDT ages ago, like so long ago. But he kind of left my mind. So when he made his entrance, I'm gonna let you go first, but like I couldn't believe it. And Human Tornado was his opponent, and I just wanted to add this little tidbit in. From what my research tells me, he has not performed since 2019. So great to see him back in the ring. But Santana Jackson, Human Tornado, Jooseyboy, take it away.
This, I always say that my whenever I give out a Jooseyboy recommendation, I always say go out of your way to check it out because I can't do this justice. This particular match right here, I am being very literal in that in using that phrase. There's no, I could go through second by second throughout this match here that we're talking about, Human Tornado versus Santana Jackson, and you could picture it in your head, and whatever you're picturing still would be nowhere near as good as the actual match itself was. Santana Jackson is a lucha libre / technical type wrestler whose gimmick is a Michael Jackson impersonator. And he does it extremely well. He is a Michael Jackson impersonator to the level that he could do that for a living and not wrestle at all. But he also happens to be using his incredible Michael Jackson impersonation and physical similarities to the real Michael Jackson as his gimmick in professional wrestling, which for a guy of his stature, a guy of his size, is a good way to help himself stand out and be different. You know, he'll get a look from the major companies one day, even if they don't necessarily let him do all the Michael Jackson stuff the way that he's doing it on the indies, but he's using it as an outlet to show off his charisma. Okay. And seriously, it cannot be overstated how above and beyond this performer went in absolutely knocking this out of the park in every single way. There was no opportunity left untaken in this match in terms of milking it for everything that it was possibly worth. Human Tornado on his end hasn't performed in ages. He knew what they were there to do. They were there to have fun and to be the fun, audience participation, laughing type match of the show. Having said that, though, all the stuff that they did do when they were doing it looked really good. This was essentially a babyface match, which didn't make fun of professional wrestling. It just happened to be two professional wrestlers who love having fun. And that is how they approach the sport of wrestling. And when you put both of them together, you get somewhat a bit of a show. Kind of like if you stuck, hypothetically, if you stuck Tyson Fury in there against like Mike Tyson in his prime, they're characters. You'd get a bit more than just a standard boxing match out of a showdown like that. That is what we saw here between the Human Tornado and Santana Jackson. A minus.
Fantastic, bro. As soon as he came out, there's just so much to unpack. He's coming out to the Alien Ant Farm version of
Smooth Criminal.
He's coming out to the Alien Ant Farm version. Like, that is, to me, for some reason, that is just the perfect decision to have been made. And then when Human Tornado, I didn't even know that this was a match on the show, because I look at the card on cagematch.net. It's not even listed on there. This was just a nice little surprise. So he comes out and we're like, here we go. This is going to be great. And I wrote, this is entertainment. Seeing Human Tornado just sling Santana Jackson into the guardrail, the way that he did, to me, it was like, it's so funny watching someone beat the shit out of essentially Michael Jackson. Like, I'm seeing Michael Jackson get the shit kicked out of him. This is amazing. The humor was great.
You're also seeing him like beat this guy up in return. Like, he's doing like dance moves in conjunction with the wrestling moves.
When he climbed across the fucking top rope, he's dancing up. Fuck, man, this is great shit. It's not like WWE where they try too hard to be funny and it's not. And it's not like AEW where it's just, for me, unfunny, some of the comedy that they attempt. It's too inside, I suppose, what I'm trying to say about AEW. But this guy was fucking killing it. Human Tornado was killing it. Santana goes under the ring, comes back out. He's got a fucking wolf mask on and the Thriller jacket. What the fuck is going on? Well, great way to end it with that moonwalk DDT. You and I just laughing so much. It was like just such a great entertainment-based kind of wrestling match. So good stuff, guys. That was, we're getting different flavors here to start the show. We started off with something hardcore. Now we're getting some entertainment. And we're moving forward down the show. Speaking of entertainment, they show some old footage, which I thought was great because I think the last few shows there have been some big gaps between matches. So I think it was great that they actually threw out some old footage of Juventud Guerrera with the Juice Bar back in the day before he had a match with Chris Chetty. It was good stuff. Very funny. And I kept popping for Chris Kloss saying, what the hell is a juicy person? But eventually he comes out here on this show to do the Juice Bar once again, and he's interrupted by the one and only TJP. I love the fact that Juventud came out to his old WCW theme song. Did not expect that. That was cool. I laughed at him saying the Juice Bar is officially open for business. What does that even mean? He's just coming out there cutting a promo. That's what the Juice Bar is. It's such great stuff.
Yeah, there's no chairs set up in the ring like for an interview segment. It's literally just he's walking out to the ring in his attire and cutting a promo, but he's subtitling at the Juice Bar.
It's great stuff. So when TJP interrupts, it leads to a match. It is a great match. Again, another flavor. We're getting some more like high-flying, quick-paced kind of action here. Did pop again for Chris Kloss because Cat Martini is trying to plug the hashtag XPW NOR, and Chris Kloss was talking about XPW Noir. And Hoovy getting the win was fucking awesome. I was so happy that he won the match. And he also hit a few fucking moves that I believe I've never seen before. So I really loved the finish. And then after the match, his promo was ridiculous where he stated, I am the table. Jooseyboy, your thoughts?
Yeah, like this is another A- match. It was fucking tremendous. This match was smooth enough to remind me of the old Cruiserweight Championship matches on WCW pay-per-views back in the day, of which Hoovy is known for. I knew that this was going to be an enjoyable match going in just from the entertainment of it. And, I know that both these guys are great workers. I did not expect them to have a match that was this exquisite. Everything was executed perfectly. The timing was perfect. It was two consummate professionals that have been doing this forever. going out there and doing what they do best. And, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that this was such a good overall card, this is another, I wouldn't be surprised if other people watching this show considered this the match of the night. It was tremendous.
Awesome, bro. Did you give it a rating?
Yes, I said I gave it an A-.
Wonderful. Let's move forward. XPW World Women's Championship. Taya Valkyrie, the champion, defending for the very first time against, I guess, somebody she's known for quite some time, another Canadian pro wrestler, Jody Threat. So it was great that they were showing us again some shit from XPW TV in the intermission. Way to go, XPW. Right. Jooseyboy, what did you think of the women's championship match?
Yeah, well, right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rate it a C+. I thought this was a great little women's match. I think that these two, if they were to have a rematch, I think that they would definitely achieve even higher than a C+. I think that for me, this was the first feeling out kind of match between these two, but I want to see more from them. I really like Jody Threat's MMA vibe and just that kind of like, she's a real fighter. She cut a promo in like a jiu-jitsu gym. You know, I like little touches like that add authenticity. Obviously, Taya Valkyrie, she's one of the biggest stars in women's wrestling, internationally speaking. And I thought that these ladies did a great job, but I'm feeling like there's another gear between these two that they didn't quite reach in this match. And I'm not saying that as a negative thing, just that I feel like there's more in the tank between those two.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they gave us a taste of what we could get from them. And if we see a rematch, they're going to be able to up the ante. So my notes are as follows. Props to Jody for being able to cut a great little promo there in that gym. There's a lot of shit going on in the background, but she was able to stay so focused. And I was just very impressed because, there's a lot of people around and she went for it. And she, that takes a lot of balls to just cut a promo just like that with all these people around, not giving a shit what they think of it. So that's really cool. As soon as she made her entrance, I was like, yep, she fits in. She fits in with the vibe of XPW. This was very physical. Between these two, this was just a great show, man. Like, honestly, like everything on the show, I really enjoyed. I love Jody drinking the beers during the match. It's funny. You got Dirty Ron smoking a blunt on the way to the ring. You got her drinking beer, and there's more people drinking alcohol later on. This is for adults. Thank you. I love that this was just straight up just turned into a hardcore match. Popped for the referee getting wiped the fuck out. I think it's a referee Danny Ramirez, possibly.
Yeah, great bump.
Yeah, I think it was him. Yeah, I think Patrick Hernandez was in the next match, but he sold that like he got fucking shot in the head, bro. It was awesome. A spear followed that bump, which got me. I thought that was a great near fall. I thought for a second there, holy shit, maybe. No, what was I thinking? Of course not. But they got me. So that's good stuff. Soon after that, there was a powerbomb through a fucking door by Taya Valkyrie, which got a great reaction, which ended up leading to Jody kicking out, but then a submission was locked in all over fucking Red Rover, motherfucker. Great match. Taya Valkyrie retains.
Absolutely, right, bro.
Moving forward, we've only got 3 matches to go here, my brother. There's some more promos between Ludark, Shaitan, Sage Sinn Supreme, and Mickie Knuckles backstage at XPW. I agreed with what she felt was necessary at that point in time at the end of that promo. Let's get some shots and let's get some weed. Very cool. Get through my notes real quickly here. This is the first ever women's death match in XPW history. Sage Sinn Supreme, Mickie Knuckles, Ludark, Shaitan. Pumped for this one. I just think as soon as Sage Sinn comes out, makes that entrance, first feeling is, man, she's fucking awesome. She fucking gets it. She gets how to be in character. I like it. I like it from the Pumpkin Queen. Patrick Hernandez. I really enjoyed him getting fucked with by the ladies. I thought this was a fun, wild mess. Ludark taking a hatchet up the ass crack. Now, Mickie Knuckles did this fucking dive to the outside onto both ladies, which was fucking awesome. And then Sage Supreme does another dive off of Supreme's head, essentially, onto the two ladies. Yeah, when she climbed the scaffolding. Also laughed at Chris Kloss inventing the word seductive. Great stuff. That was my face hurts from laughing so much. This match did go a little long, though. I will say they probably could have shaved 10 minutes off this potentially. Some more great stuff that happened though. Some senton from Mickie onto a broken piece of fucking door. I really popped for again, Chris Kloss talking about that bloody ass. And him saying her ass is all torn up, that's for sure. Mickie Knuckles with that pump handle slam on Ludark Shaitan, who was pissing out with blood as well onto some light tubes. Another highlight. And then it was followed up with Sage just fucking waffling Mickie Knuckles with the massive tubes. Then another great spot. They're in the corner. Ludark and Sage are in the corner on the floor. Mickie Knuckles puts some fucking tubes in front of them. And Chris Kloss calls out, putting your own ass on the line as she charged at them. And it was amazing. Great visual for that spot. So Sagey Baby wins. Big fan of Sage Sin Supreme. I knew she should have won that going in, and she did. So good decision there. And I just thought that finish was awesome with the I guess code red on Mickie Knuckles. So, bro, your turn. What did you think of the first ever women's death match in XPW history?
Yeah, I pretty much echo your sentiments. I think that by the time this finished, it was a solid B plus match for me. I thought it was fun. It was exciting. It was done with a certain kind of irreverence to it. It was sort of done in a way where the people involved in the match kind of invited the audience to go along with the ride for them, and then everyone in the arena went along for the ride. A very fun match, and I think that everyone came out of this looking better, even better than they did going into it.
Yeah, agree, bro. It was good. Just a little bit long. That's all. Just a little bit long.
A little bit long.
2 matches to go here, bro. I'll let you take this one away. XPW King of the Deathmatch Championship. SHLAK defending the title against the one and only legendary motherfucking Necro Butcher. Bro, what did you think?
All right. It is another fucking B plus match. I'm a big fan of both of these guys. It was a fight right from the get-go, and it was a slugfest, which I liked that. It actually felt like a barroom brawl or a bare knuckle fighting match. It was at the beginning a little slow, and I was kind of worried, like, is this going to be just a lot of this hockey fighting throughout, which is cool, but I don't know if it's going to be able to compete with some of the other stuff we've seen on the card. That's what I was feeling for maybe the first 10 or 15% of this match. But then after that, it kicked into high gear, and this became this match, this contest between these two, bro. It could have easily fit in the territories, man. It could have easily been like the blow off match for a blood feud in the territories. There were vibes of Roddy Piper versus Greg Valentine in the I Quit match. There were vibes of like Terry Funk versus Sabu in the barbed wire match. And I'm not saying that they did things that were directly like what we saw in those other two matches, but it had the same feel to it. It felt dangerous. It felt like it was a fight. It felt like it was live. It felt like there was, a sense of urgency to what we were watching. The right person won. I think that this match was above and beyond, even what I think it needed to be. Like, I would have enjoyed it pretty much no matter what, but they exceeded my expectations. And I give them all the credit in the world. I do think that it had a little bit of the FGC, the foregone conclusion syndrome, in that, I don't think anyone would have bought that Necro was actually going to walk out of here with the belt, given, like, as you said, SHLAK had only just won it himself quite recently, and Necro Butcher has been kind of at the tail end of his career for the last 15 years, and I don't think that we'll be seeing him on the regular get in the ring for XPW. But it's great that we get him around while we have him. So credit to both of these guys. What do you think, brother?
Yeah, bro, just great seeing Necro out there. I think it was smart of him to now start switching to wearing boots. I think wearing no shoes or no boots for the longest time. You did your time, bro. Now it's time for you to enjoy just having some matches and not having fucked up feet for days on end. I'm sure it's a fucking horrible, horrible feeling. But when those two were standing in front of one another, I was like, this is like a deathmatch prize fight between these two. This was like two titans from like kind of two different eras of deathmatch. And I just was like, here we fucking go. There was a great brawl to start this thing off. The fans came a little unglued for that. Also, I forgot to mention it was great having the ladies come out to ringside, because as I discussed with Jasmine St. Clair in our interview that went up this Tuesday on our YouTube channel for the Insider's Edge, I love sex and violence, bro. Sex and violence. I like good-looking women. I like very good-looking women. I also like fucking violence, bro. I like seeing people get fucked up. There's something wrong with me. I'm a little bit unhinged, bro. But I like it. I think that what's her name? Montana. Misha Montana. She's hot, dude. She's real hot. I did like the cat fight between all the girls. And seeing Montana just cop a fucking sweet kendo stick to the back. Great stuff. But when the women are getting their clothes ripped off, just Chris Kloss again, man. Oh. That is fucking
Just
great
sitting
stuff.
there making that noise.
And Kat Martini's sitting right next to him. She must be laughing her ass off when he does that. But like, I just that just caters to my humor immediately. Just perfect. Some great stuff with Necro hitting that scoop slam on SHLAK whilst holding the chair. The chairs get fucking lobbed into the fucking ring. And Chris Kloss makes the comment that it's standing room only now. There's a fucking power bomb that SHLAK hit on Necro Butcher.
Fuck, man.
Absolutely fucked up. But man, great reactions from both of us as we were watching it. Necro fought the fuck back, man. It was really an inspired kind of performance there, but it was too little too late. SHLAK wins the match with that running lariat. Great match, bro. I enjoyed it, and I have to say there was improvements on the gaps between matches. Although we started watching this after it aired live, so we could skip through. It didn't seem like there was too much to skip through in comparison to some of the previous shows.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to the main fucking event of the evening. XPW World Heavyweight Championship. Brian Cage defends against Willie Mack and MASADA. It's mentioned that it's a three-way dance, and I need to just let them know. A three-way dance is actually supposed to be elimination. Triple threat is when there's no elimination. So that's nitpicking. That's hell nerdy of me to bring that up. Just letting you know. But out of the gate, bro, this match was just great. You didn't feel like that they were cooperating with each other. You didn't see them talking about and overthinking what's the next spot, like you see so often in matches that involve more than two people. I felt like it flowed so well and it came across realistic. I'm also loving the instant replays that we're getting more of. Some instant replays kind of went a little long or kind of missed something here and there, but that's okay. It's just a work in progress. Fight TV, are doing their best. Willie Mack really impressed me. Really impressed me. The dive to the outside was fucking incredible. These three just really, I'd like to see another triple threat between these three. And that's rare for me because you know how I feel about multi-man matches. You know how I feel about triple threats and all that shit, bro. I really feel like XPW can be that new island of misfit toys, all these people that are fucking great at what they do, but they don't fit in with the WWE look, or, they're not beloved indie darlings like you see in AEW. They don't fit kind of that corporate thing, but like they deserve a place to call home, and this could be their home. I really, really hope that this thing keeps building. One thing I want to say about MASADA is, bro, MASADA does what I fucking ask for. You know what I mean? He does, and when I say that, and I ask you, you know what I mean? No, I need to explain that. He does everything realistic as if it were a real fight. Okay, if he wants to kick someone in the head with a chair, then he's just going to put the chair in front of their face and fucking kick the chair into his face. He's not going to do a little springboard into a kick. He's not going to do anything unnecessary before hitting that maneuver. He's just going to fucking hit them. That's one thing that's always driven me crazy, like the unnecessary thing that happens before the fucking execution of the actual move. Like Austin Theory doing a little roll through the ropes before doing a drop kick. Just do a drop kick, bro. You don't need to do it. Unnecessary. Anyway, back to XPW. Following this, they had the fucking back and forth with these fucking skewers. Eventually, it looks like Brian Cage is going to finish things off. He gets hit with a fucking stunner on Willie Mack. I thought it was over at that point. We're getting to the tail end of the match. I thought that this was going to be a Brian Cage retains the belt because it's his first title defense since November last year when he won the fucking thing in that tournament. What do you fucking know? MASADA wins the match, pins Brian Cage, is now the XPW World Heavyweight Champion. What a great fucking finish. It really popped me that that guy won the championship, man. I really enjoyed it. What did you think of the main event, Jooseyboy?
Yeah, I loved it. I'm going to give this an A+ match, the highest possible rating, of course. And I think that it was the right move to have an upset victory here because it goes along with the anything can happen vibe of the promotion. I think that all three competitors, once again, came out of this looking better than they did coming in. Even Brian Cage, everything that he did was just, I mean, he's the man in XPW. MASADA has just, in the last half decade of his career, has just improved leaps and bounds and become such a good performer in his own right. Willie Mack is always fantastic, and it's just criminal that he's not a bigger star in the industry than he is already. I want to see more out of all three of these guys. I want to see all three of them, whichever direction they take their booking in. I want to see more matches from these guys. They are part of the reason why I am excited for the next XPW event, whenever that may be. My overall feelings on the event, bro, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 7.5 out of 10. I think that it was a great event. I think that it's got me hungry for more. I think we're still just scratching the surface of what this new version of XPW could potentially become, which could be the alternative to the vast majority of modern wrestling.
I agree, bro. I agree. I'm going to give, before I give my rating, I just want to say this about MASADA. He's been wanting somewhere that he felt like he could call like home for a long time. So I'm really happy for him. and the moment that he got to be anointed as their guy. One thing I want to say is I really hope that Brian dropping the belt here, Brian Cage dropping it, I hope that isn't because he's just not going to be there anymore, because maybe Tony's saying like, oh, we need you for Ring of Honor or whatever. I'm sure that's not the case, but I'm just hoping that this decision wasn't made because Brian's not going to be there, because I think he's perfect for XPW. And I really hope Willie Mack sticks around too. And I'd like to see a bit more of a follow-up of the story between, why Rob Black helped Brian Cage beat Willie Mack for the title at Rebirth, but it was a while ago now. So, and they probably have explained it on XPW TV, but I haven't had the chance to watch it. Jooseyboy, I'm giving this show a 9 out of 10.
Fuck
because
yeah,
it
man.
gave me what I'm looking for when I watch pro wrestling. Hard to Kill by Impact Wrestling. I've said it heaps of times. That's the best pay-per-view so far this year from any wrestling company. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Watch the show. You'll probably agree. But I gave that, I think, a 9 out of 10. Again, this is a 9 out of 10, but I wouldn't watch it again. You know what I mean? I wouldn't watch a replay of the show like I do ECW One Night Stand or WrestleMania 17, etc. So, and that's not a knock or anything. It's just, it's very rare for me to have something that's a 10 out of 10. And that's what those shows are. So there we have it, bro.
Yeah,
Our review show here of XPW Night of Reckoning, not Revenge, you idiot. Night of Reckoning. Thank you, bro, for joining me.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome. And thank all of you out there.
Thank you. Thank you all. Everyone out there for joining myself and Jooseyboy here for this review.
And we will
see you all down the
fucking
road.
See you down the road.
See you down the road.
Bye.
See you down the road.
Yeah, bye.
We will see you down the road.
Carl.
Jooseyboy, enough.
Network, that's the way we play. Good God Almighty. Network, that's the way we play. Get puppies. Network, that's the way we play. Get.
The following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.